You got the camera?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to the 22nd annual. I got to roll that further there. Sound like Prince. Welcome to the 22nd annual Community for Life Foundation Educational Extra Sunday. Oh man, let me tell you, if you are ready to get some money, let me hear you say, Community for Life Foundation. Awesome. Listen, we have a lot of amazing things happening. We have a lot of special guests. We have, parents and families, and we have our founders and our board members. We have corporate sponsors, and we have everybody. But we are all here for one reason only, and that is to celebrate our 2023 Community for Life Foundation scholarship recipients. Let's give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding. Well, listen, my name is Dr. Lawrence Scott. I'm the Executive Director, also a 2003 recipient. So we are excited to have you here. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and proceed with our video and our program. But before we do that, let me give you all some, I feel like I'm on an airplane. If you go here, then go over here. Okay, so let me give you some just minor details. Number one thing we want you to do is have fun. Second thing, be flexible. All right, we got a lot of educators in the building, right? Monitoring the Just, we got Mr. Adams here, all right, from Sam Hughes. We got one of my professor friends here, and we got superintendent, Dr. Fields. We got a lot of educators here. One thing we understand about education is just, monitor the Just, be flexible. But thirdly, have fun. Let's have fun, okay? And so, create memories. Our official hashtag for tonight is CFLF 2023. Right? I was looking at our education director. CFLF, all right, right back there. It's not Canadian Football League family. CFLF 2023, okay? So any pictures that you post, please tag us because, again, tonight we are doing something unprecedented. We're giving more money than we've ever given in our 22-year history. And you are a part of this journey. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and kick off our program. And again, thank you for being here and being a part of your students' lives as they receive the 2023 Community for Life Foundation Scholarship. Thank you.
Foundation's board, we invite you to have fun for a night to provide funding for a lifetime.
So who are we? Our past. I was a 2003 recipient of my Olive Garden story. I was working at Olive Garden, had 2 other jobs, taking 21 hours, 5 writing intensive courses, and essentially just losing my mind. I already lost my hair. I was losing my mind. Nate remembers, all right? And so my manager, my best friend, my manager, Brandon says, Brandon's my right hand, Amir's my left, all right? But Brandon says, hey, man, I know about the scholarship fund. You have the story. You would be amazing. Why don't you apply? I was like, will it help me get out of Olive Garden? So what happened is I was working at Olive Garden one night. Again, I had 3 jobs. I was praying on my bed in my Olive Garden uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, I woke up the next day in my Olive Garden uniform, late to my first class, but that's what I knew. Something has to give. I have to do something different. And then I found, again, my boy Brandon, everybody, I got to get in alignment with another assignment.
Founded in 2001 by Keith and Anitris Graham, the Community for Life Foundation is a nonprofit philanthropic organization designed to educate, enrich, and empower individuals who desire to make a positive contribution. and to improve the lives of others in our community locally, to make an impact globally, and whereas the vision of this foundation is to ensure that today's educational opportunities are made available by providing grants and scholarships to students who aspire to achieve their full academic potential.
A future that is amplified when flourishing community comes alongside to encompass you with concern, encompass you with the yearning to help you learn as you pursue destiny with extended wings. Becoming the eagle in flight, empowered by Community for Life.
Opportunities are presented to us every day to do good and to be the good we want to see in this world. That opportunity is before you right now.
I hang out with this guy over 40 years now, Jesus Christ. And he taught me some lessons about life. One of the things he taught me was the life is not worth anything if you don't give it to somebody else. He said, Keith, I've come to give my life as a ransom for others, but others make me stay. So I picked up that model, like, man, my life is nothing if I don't give it to somebody else. And that's what this night is all about. The Keynote tonight, it's not about us. It's about other people. And then I met one of Jesus' friends called John the Baptist. And he said this statement, he said, I must decrease that he may increase. And I said, I'm not like that. I'm going to live by that. That means my life decreases that I can increase other people's lives. That's what this foundation is about.
It's our honor to support an organization that is so passionate about developing leaders by awarding the hundreds of scholarships and the hundreds and thousands of dollars that you all have to give people in our community a unique opportunity for education.
Community for Life Foundation, thank you for your mission and vision to the next 20 years.
I'm here to say happy 20th anniversary to the Community for Life Foundation and the founders, Keith and Denitris Graham. Over $500,000 in scholarships have been awarded. And also congratulations to this year's scholarship recipients.
The foundation has been making great strides over the past 20 years and have impacted so many lives, providing funding for a lifetime to deserving individuals seeking higher education and making transformational differences in the world. Listen to an introduction from our Executive Director, Dr. Lawrence Scott.
Greetings. My name is Dr. Lawrence Scott, Executive Director of the Community for Life Foundation. We're here to welcome you to our 22nd annual Educational Excellence Program. We will acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of deserving students because we know that today's learners will become tomorrow's leaders. With over $750,000 in scholarships to more than 350 students, many of our recipients have become doctors, lawyers, teachers, NFL coaches, entrepreneurs, etc., all in pursuit of their God-given potential. We are so honored to be able to award academic scholarships today to assist you in your educational mission and helping you as a learner to become tomorrow's leader. So sit back, enjoy, and welcome to the Community for Life Foundation Educational Excellence Program. Let's make an impact.
Thank you, Dr. Scott, for those words of encouragement to our recipients regarding their destiny for greatness and their legacy. Everybody can be great. We will now hear from our keynote speaker, a native of Cincinnati, Ohio, who got to Texas and the Alamo City as soon as he could after retiring from the United States Army in 2001. Currently serving as the lead of the Civil Rights Division, he has been with the Bexar County District Attorney's Office since July 2002. an active member of the Grace First Baptist Church. He serves on the education committee as a coach and mentor for high school students. Mr. Harris holds a Bachelor of Science degree from the United States Military Academy at West Point, a Master of Science degree from Kansas State University, and Juris Doctorate from St. Mary's University School of Law. I now present to you Assistant District Attorney Darrell Harris.
And good evening, all. My name is Darrell Harris, and it is my personal privilege to be asked to address the 2023 Community for Life Scholarship winners. First off, to each and every one of you, I congratulate you for your successes to date. To your families who share in your pride, you are their greatest dreams come true, but you are only just beginning. If I could, I'd like to take this opportunity to appear before you and give you all a few words of encouragement. First off, recognize where you are in this august body to be recognized the 22nd year of this particular scholarship. I'm sure by now you've seen and viewed and measured yourself up to past winners and the heights they've achieved. Don't let it intimidate you. Believe it or not, one time they sat where you did. Heck, believe it or not, somebody with all this salt and pepper on his face, at one point in time, I was there. The second thing I want to say to you, you've accomplished the beginnings. You're just at the starting blocks. Remembering where this was, for me, for my sons, I want to leave you with a few things to think about. Number one, you're consistent with your theme that everyone can be great. Those of you who were sharp and astute, you looked it up and you recognized that that phrase, particularly within our community, most often is attributed to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King in his Drum Major Instinct speech, where he said explicitly that all can be great because all have the opportunity to serve and to be a blessing one to another. The next thing I would tell you, that where you are right now, you've accomplished one of those milestones in life and you're about to embrace and pursue another. The next 4 years of school, apprenticeships, training, to identify what you believe the Lord has called you to do and where He wants you to do it. That's what these next few years are going to be about. I'd like to give you a bit of guidance along your path. In my world, I am a trial lawyer, a prosecutor. And one of the things that we learn is that you don't go into any encounter. Actually, when you go in, you have to have an idea of what your end state will be. Begin with the end in mind, so you can plan your work to get there in the way you want to be. And if you can do that effectively, then you simply work your plan. The other thing I would tell you is that if you don't have any idea of where you want to go in life or in a task, then any road will take you there. You can still get there with blessings and the grace and benefits of others, but it's going to cost you the one thing you can't produce in abundance: time. So quite often, it's working that plan that gets you there to put you in the best place where you can truly be a blessing to others in your community. You can truly be great. The final thing, and it's not too early to contemplate it for those who have, as former President Obama said, the audacity to hope and dream and visualize the plans you have for life. What's going to be your place in history as a servant leader? You can visualize that now. You can be part of the problems that you see now that my generation hasn't really addressed, and you can begin to identify the fixes. How can you break down barriers? How can you reach over and bring desperate communities together, world communities together? I've looked over the 13 different scholarships that some of you are winning, and there are going to be multiple winners amongst the categories. That's 23 opportunities for this flock and this of your generation out of this church to affect the world in your lifetimes. All of you can serve, if not this community, some other community that you call home. And I only wish to be able to see each of you go. For those of you who are going to enter the medical field, the business world, the teaching community, thank you in advance for the lives that you will bless in each and every one of those. For those who are going to choose to come into my profession, I look forward to seeing you on this side of the bar. Ultimately, we are all measured not by the things on the wall, the degrees, but what's in our heart and where we are in someone else's. That's the ultimate blessing. That's the legacy. That which you set the stage for someone else. Again, it has been a highlight of my tenure in San Antonio to be asked to speak to you. I look forward to meeting each of you in an opportunity. If you do come up to me, just say, hey, I saw that remarks. It wasn't too bad. Extend a hand. I look forward to shaking it. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Success in your endeavors in life. And I will thank you for your place in our city's history.
Amazing. Such a motivational story. Thank you so much, Attorney Harris, for sharing your story with us. What a great reminder of how God has ordered our steps, wants us to prosper, and believe we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. But most importantly, to trust those who have paved the way for us. Also, here to welcome you to this year's Educational Excellence Watch Party and honor our 2023 Academic Scholarship Awardees is our Education Director, LaShawna Jordan.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to the 2023 Community for Life Foundation, the 22nd Education Excellence Scholarship Ceremony. I am LaShawna Jordan, Education Director for the Community for Life Foundation, where we encourage and support learning today, leading tomorrow. On behalf of the foundation, thank you for joining us today. It is our honor and our privilege to award academic scholarship to 26 very impressive and deserving students representing outstanding merits, community servants, and future leaders. We are sure you will agree that this group of stellar students and recipients are true examples of why we can have confidence our future is in great hands with bright young adults like them leading it. Recipients, as you embark upon your journey to enjoy college, explore the world, and build the legacy God has declared for you, I encourage you to remember Luke 12:48. To whom much is given, much will be required. Each of you are blessed with knowledge and God-given talents, and it will be expected that you use your gifts to glorify God and benefit others. So without further ado, everybody sit back, cheer, and let's appreciate as I announce our 2023 Community for Life Foundation Award recipients.
Receiving a $4,500 scholarship, Anissa Adams with the Pursuit in Pharmaceuticals. Future actress and entrepreneur, Noelle Best. Future educator, Isaac Cavender. Future engineer, Fatih Anand. Future nurse, Amaya McBride. And Amara McCullum with the Pursuit in Business Marketing. Receiving a $3,500 scholarship, Future Marketing Director, Brittany Carson. Future Anthropologist, Sarah Cavender. Future Nutritionist, Liberty Davidson. And Future Psychologist, Morgan Mason. Receiving a $3,000 scholarship, Future Lawyer, Alexia Barrera. Receiving a $2,500 scholarship, future dentist Nathaniel Blake. Future architect Dominique Lane. And Talia Wintner with a pursuit in business administration and management. Receiving a $1,500 scholarship, Shauna Johnson with a pursuit in finance. And Faustin Puno with a pursuit in arts and entertainment technologies. Receiving a $1,200 scholarship, future nurse Anaya Burke. Future educator Celie Davis. Receiving an $1,100 scholarship, future educator Celie Davis. Receiving a $1,000 scholarship, Anaya Armand with a pursuit in business management. Future kinesiologist Raina Asinko. Future accountant Amelia Berry. Future nurse Anaya Burke. Jonah Johnson with a pursuit in finance. Future psychologist Anika Jones. Prim Shaw with a pursuit in finance. Receiving a $5,000 graduate program scholarship, future lawyer Naomi Brown. The total for today's scholarship distribution is $50,000, which brings our overall total since inception to $793,400.
Congratulations to all our 2023 scholarship awardees. Your hard work paid off, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Remember, to whom much is given, much is required. Many blessings, and as we close, we will hear closing remarks from our Community for Life Foundation Chairman and Vice Chairman, Keith and Denitris Graham.
Good evening. I'm Denitris Graham, co-founder of the Community for Life Foundation, and just want to let all of the scholarship recipients know that we believe in you and aim to do all that we can to ensure that you receive funds needed to pursue your educational goals. We realize that many families have to use a large percentage of their income to fund their child's college education, and it is our ultimate goal to do as much as we possibly can to assist you in your endeavors. We want to make your dreams a reality. I, as well, would like to express my gratitude to all of the loyal sponsors and contributors. Thank you so much for your generosity in partnering with us over the years to obtain our goal.
Good evening. I'm Keith Graham, the founder of the Community for Life Foundation. A big thank you for attending our Educational Excellence Scholarship Award ceremony this evening. This year marks our 22nd year anniversary. We established this organization in 2001 because we believed in the power of education and wanted to provide opportunities for students to further their education and partner with parents to help them with the cost of a college education for their children. Congratulations to each of the recipients who will be receiving a scholarship this evening. We hope that those of you who have received a scholarship will one day return that investment by promoting this and coming back and helping us to provide opportunities for future recipients who pursue their educational goals as well. In closing, I want to thank all the individuals and organizations who have contributed to the foundation over the years. You made it happen. And because of you, 22 years later, we're still making an impact in student lives. Blessings to you all.
If you would like to partner with us through donation to our foundation, visit our website at cflfoundation.org. Click the donate link. That will take you to our giving page. Thank you for your support.
I really do appreciate the work of the Community Life Foundation.
Past 13 years, we've given over $420,000 in scholarships.
In every little step you take, reach a little higher.
Community for Life Foundation was started in 2001 by Keith and Demetrius Graham. It is a 501c3 organization, and essentially they wanted to equip and empower and help educate students. So again, today's learners can become tomorrow's leaders. When we first started, we were giving about $13,000 to $15,000 a year, and now we're giving over $40,000 every year. And that is, again, the testament to what the Community for Life Foundation has done in the community, and people are taking notice. Corporate sponsors are taking notice, private donors are taking notice, and former recipients are taking notice. So we're really excited about that.
The Community for Life Foundation was founded upon helping deserving students to go to college and hopefully get through debt-free. And so we started the venture basically from our church home, and then we later on incorporated so we can spread it out to the community.
The goal was to help the middle class, because when you're in a lower class income, you can get assistance for education, and then when you're in a higher end income, well, you can pay for the education. But it's those middle ground people who have a hard time getting the financial needs that they need for their education.
I was a 2003 recipient of the scholarship, and I've always thought that this scholarship was unlike any other. I went from hopelessness and homelessness to now in the hallways of higher education. And I could only have done that with the help of the Community for Life Foundation.
Hopefully we will continue to grow and increase our giving to deserving students. But most of all, we hope our deserving students, after they graduate, come back. That's the only way we really, I feel like, we're going to explode, expand, and get out into the world, is that those who we helped already will come back and continue to help us.
I would have never thought that we would have even gotten as far as we've gotten. So we're really thankful for everyone who has come on board, and we're loving what's happening, and we can't wait to see what the future holds.
So that's because of the partnership we have with Sinclair. So thank you, Sinclair Broadcaster, for that. Give them a hand, please. Yes, give them a hand. We have a Citadel Risk Group. That's Mr. John Mendoza. I don't know if he's in here, but yes, they are some of our major donors as well. And then we have a special announcement from a new partnership, one of the biggest partnerships that we've ever had ever. Okay, I know, I'm like, does anybody else hear that voice? No, I'm not. Okay, so we have the biggest partnership that we've ever developed, and it's with Wells Fargo. I'm going to introduce the Vice President of Wells Fargo, Barbara Akela Burford, and again, it's our biggest ever announcement, partnership, Wells Fargo.
Thank you. I'm gonna get this little position because when I hold a mic, I want to sing. I don't know why. Thank you. Can everybody hear me okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Again, I'm Barbara Akela Burford. I am the Vice President of Community Relations for Wells Fargo. I have the honor and privilege of leading our philanthropic efforts in Greater San Antonio, and I just get to do this really great work and find awesome, extraordinary people leading great work in the community, such as Dr. Scott. I have to just take a moment to recognize and acknowledge my Wells Fargo colleague, Dion Gamble, who is Director of Treasuries. Dion is part of a small group of leadership at Wells Fargo that works with me, that helps me identify, nonprofits. We come together and really have these hard-hitting conversations about who we should support and fund. So I just wanted to recognize Dion because, again, I don't make these decisions alone, and always appreciate your support, Dion. I would also like to take a moment to recognize Amir Samandi, because Amir introduced me to Lawrence. And so that just was such a great connection made. And so thank you. But yes, I'm excited. It's hard to follow Lawrence. That energy, right, all day long, but who better? I am just pleased and honored on behalf of Wells Fargo to announce that we are granting Community for Life Foundation $35,000. We truly believe in the work that's being done. It's important to invest in our, in our students and our youth. And, at Wells Fargo, we want to support nonprofits who are removing those obstacles and barriers. And we all know education is a cost, but it is a connection to better paying jobs, opportunity. You all really are our future leaders. One of y'all may be sitting in my role. And I hope so one day. And so we are the bank of doing. And what that means is that we really empower those organizations that are connecting students to educational opportunities. We have invested approximately $107 million in scholarships. And so again, this is all in alignment of what we're trying to do. I also just want to thank and recognize not only Dr. Scott, board members, founders, and the students, and you students who, I know that I saw from the presentation, there's some of you who are going off to start, there are some of you that are already in there. I want to really encourage you to stay the course. Just a little personal story. When I was in college, I was a biology major. I was like, I'm going to be a doctor. I had gone to a health professions high school, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. My sophomore year, working in a lab, I was like, I don't like this. This is just getting hard for me. Contaminated all these labs. Can I grab some water? Yeah, I'll grab some water. I contaminated all these lab specimens, along with a friend. I had someone there too. And that was that pivotal moment. I was like, this isn't for me. I no longer have the discipline for this. And that was a hard conversation with my parents. Said, I got to pivot. I am really good at English and writing. I mean, I can write. So I changed my major, and that kind of set me back. But it was a good decision because, as said earlier, you got to stay the course. And that helped me stay the course. Got my English degree, went on to get, had a job, was sitting at graduation, had a job, and now I sit in this role. So I just want to just remind you all, stay the course. It's okay to pivot. Do what you're passionate about. Do what you feel like that's gonna hold your interest, that you're gonna make the impact. Because if you're faking it to make it, not so good. You really have to believe in it. And my education has served me well. I've connected to the work that I really feel like is my purpose. And so I just wanted to offer that to you all. Wish you the best. We're proud of you. There's a lot of expectation now. You not only have your Community for Life Foundation family, along with your own families behind you, but now you have your Wells Fargo family and community behind you as well. So we are looking forward to hearing about all the great things you do and all the successes. And this is really the start of our partnership, right? I have told Dr. Lawrence that, we are committed because we don't show up in community with the dollars. We have got Wells Fargo employees who are invested in giving of their time. So we do financial health education in the community. We show them volunteering in other roles and other needs in the community. So this is just the start. This is the entry. I also would like to say that we hope that others follow suit, meaning our other corporate partners, our other foundations, they follow suit. Match what we did or give even more to Community Life Foundation. Thank you for allowing us to be here today, and good luck, and thank you.
Okay, so I think now we're going to transition. I'm going to really quickly, parenthetically, turn it over to our new director, education director. Before I do that, we could not have done this without our finance team. And again, Tanya Johnson, who led our finance team for 21 years. Yes, let's give her a hand. Just retired this year. Also, our former education director, Lamont Fields, she just retired in 21 years. She did this every year, a lot of work, 8 months in prep. All right, so we could not have done this year after year without their vision as well. And then to the new generation, we could not have done the grant, finished up the grant without the new finance director, Yana Hall. If you can stand up, thank you so much. How about that for your first year? Snagging the largest donor. Okay. And then, praise God, right? Praise God. And then we're going to turn it over to our new educational director, LaShawna. Okay, okay, I'm sorry, I was making sure. LaShawna Jordan, I thought she was going to come up and stay back there, but LaShawna Jordan, yes, LaShawna Jordan.
That's okay. Good afternoon. Let's give a round of applause for our 2023 scholarship recipients one more time. All right, so this is where it's the interactive part of our afternoon before we head out and enjoy the rest of the festivities. Before you head out, we do want to make sure that everyone take a picture of their Walk of Fame. You do have your name on your star because you all are stars in our eyes and you are the future. We do have a step and repeat up for you, so if you have not had the opportunity to take a picture with yourself and with your family, we do encourage you to take a picture as well. But this game, we need everyone to pull out their phones. Yes, you can be on your phone at this time. And join the Slido.com. You can either take a picture of the screen or you can go to Slido.com and enter the number on the screen. 6313866.
Are you still streaming?
Take a picture of the barcode, the QR code, or join on your internet at Slido.com. Enter 6313866.
Me?
All right, I have an anonymous. I'm going to ask you to please put your name in as you sign in so we'll know who's all playing. Definitely want to make sure all the recipients are playing, have signed in. See a lot of anonymous sign. There we go. Thank you, Marissa.
I'm only going to have it for a few minutes.
Noel, see you. Awesome. Dominique.
You can see the words too. Okay. I'm going to give it a few more seconds and I'll go back.
All right, there we go. Getting more and more participants. Awesome. Thank you. Give me about 30 more seconds.
So you want me to keep on the screen while they play the game? Or?
About 15 more seconds.
I hope not, because they would hear everything I'm saying.
10 more seconds.
Hold on. If you play it on your phone real quick, Chris.
If you need more time, raise your hand for me. Everyone's in? All right. So, we're going to see how involved and how engaged you were in today's ceremony. Yes, yes. So these questions, 10 questions for you to join in the quiz. The quiz is based off how fast or how quickly you can answer the question. And let's all see who all gets on the dashboard towards the end. So I am going to start the
Let me keep
quiz.
with the screen.
All right, going to the quiz. All right, first question. What is the theme of today's watch party? Dancing with the Stars, Education Excellence, Oscar Awards, or Bright Stars? All right. All right, going to the next question. Those are the results. So, 49%. Awesome. Yes, today's award theme is Oscars Awards. Great job. So I did not put the names on here so we can't see who answered what. We want to make sure we don't want to embarrass anyone. But awesome. So okay, someone said Dancing with the Stars. We're being funny, right? All right, no problem. Appreciate the humor. Next question. What year is today's annual Educational Excellence Sunday ceremony? The 20th, 21st, 22nd, or 23rd? Oh, you guys are asking your answer rather quickly. Awesome. We have 55 out of 64. Awesome. All right, poll is closing. Great job, 84%, the 22nd annual ceremony. Next question. Who is the chairman and vice chairman of the Community for Life Foundation? Dr. Scott, Ms. Jordan, Pastor Keith and Demetrius Graham, Pastor Keith and Dr. Scott, or Demetrius Graham and Ms. Jordan?
It does, but it's on the line. It's not on the mic. Hold on.
All right, poll is closing. Ooh, great job. 78% there. Let's see. All right, so we'll say it again. Dr. Scott is the executive director Ms. Jordan, myself as the educational
Can you hear it?
director. And correct, Pastor Keith and Demetrius Graham, they are the chairman and vice chairman of the Community for Life Foundation. Great job. What profession is the guest speaker, Mr. Harris? Was he an attorney, superintendent, police officer, or state representative? Poll is closing. Awesome. 92%. That is correct. Fifth question. How many scholarship awards were presented today? 18, 24, 26, or 20? I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to count as long as this presentation is going. Poll is closing. Okay, 33 for 24 and 52 for 26. Answer is 26. Great job, 52%. What are the main Community for Life Foundation colors? Green and yellow, black and white, black and gold, or green and white? Poll is closing. So we have 60% at green and yellow, and 20% at green and white. Yes, green and yellow. 60% is correct. Great job. Okay, what is the total scholarship distribution amount awarded today? $50,000, $70,000, $55,000, or $813,400? All right, so we have a little switch up, and we're going to have to get that corrected for you. But 50,000 was on the slide of the visual that you saw, but the boys did say 70,000. So we're sorry about that. So we're going to give y'all a pass on that one, okay? Okay, who is the Community for Life Foundation Executive Director? Ms. Jordan, Dr. Scott, Ms. Field, or Mr. Clark? Poll is closing. Awesome, 95%. Dr. Scott, that's correct. Two more questions. Who is the Community for Life Foundation Education Director? Ms. Fields, Ms. Jordan, Dr. Baldwin, or Ms. Williams? Poll is closing. I see something hesitating on this one. Okay, there's the numbers. So they're moving. All right, closing the poll. That is correct. 81%. Ms. Jordan is the new Community for Life Foundation Education Director. Ms. Lamani retired this year. All right, learning today, leading tomorrow is the motto for the Community for Life Foundation. True or false? Last question. So you guys heard this a couple of times today, along with the theme for this year as well. The education excellence, closing the poll. Let's see. 83%, that is correct.
Testing, can you hear me? Testing.
All right, so we have the dashboard for the winners. We appreciate everyone participating. So the top 5 dashboard winners are Deborah Jordan, answered questions within like 1 minute and 22 seconds was the average. Brittany received 8 questions correctly within 58 seconds. Kristen, 8 questions correctly, 1 minute and 11 seconds. Liberty, great job, 8 questions as well, 1 minute and 27 seconds. And Celie Davis, 8 questions as well, 1 minute and 29 seconds. Great job, everyone. Thank you all for participating. You guys enjoyed that little fun game? So at this time, as we bring today's Education Excellence Ceremony to a close, we are going to close out one more time with our amazing Executive Director, Dr. Hype us out as we end this afternoon.
Test 1, 2. Okay, listen. I just wanted real quick deference. We have an elected official here, Marisa Bettis, State Board of Education, right here, and she's also part of our board. So we're going to give a deference to elected officials, State Board of Education. They decide the curriculum for your students. And along with that educational leadership, we're going to close us out with a person that helped he helped establish this whole Community for Life Foundation. He was one of the first members and leaders of this foundation, dear friend of all of ours. It's Dr. Rob Milton Fields, and he's going to go ahead and close us out. He's going to be mad at me. He's going to be mad at me. He's going to hit me in the parking lot. He's going to hit me. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming out. No, I'm just joking. Real quick, I am so honored to have been there so many years ago when Pastor Keith said, hey, we got to do something to help kids get into college. In the middle, what Sister Denitra said about people in between, not necessarily being lower income or having the ability to pay for it themselves, and to have over, what's up with them? Gotcha. And to have over almost $800,000 from, this is huge for us. So congratulations to all of you. The only thing that I leave you with is having gone through the educational system, getting your degree, getting a doctorate. It's not always the smartest person in the class. It's the people who have the perseverance to see it through. See it through. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming out today. We appreciate you. Congratulations to all the students.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and transition into our picture time. Real quickly, again, thank you, Dr. Rob Milton Fields. He is the superintendent of Judson ISD. And so we're really excited to have an actual superintendent and also one of the co-founding members. So now we want all the recipients to come up front. We have a gift bag for you. We're going to put some slow music on, and then we're going to transition over to the back to take our illustrious photo of everyone. Again, thank you all for coming out to the 2023 Educational Excellence Summit. And again, we did give $70,000. Our hashtag is hashtag CFLF 2023. CFLF 2023. Thank you all so much.
Are you still live?
How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, James.
Marisa, it's very nice to meet you.
Wait. You're 7.
Hello, nice to meet you. Beyond you. Marisa,
did you mute it? Mute it. He doesn't need audio anymore.